Hey, the Thabreakmasta here. This is going to be my Avatar The Legend of Korra full review slash final thoughts on the series as a whole and what I think about it. In my opinion, this is just an opinion. I'm not saying throwing out facts like this. This is it. This is what's going on. If you agree or disagree, tell me why or whatever. Leave comments below. That's the whole point. No negativity, please, before y'all start trying to get all angry because I got some stupid comments, which was retarded. So, yeah, basically, this season, this show, it was good. It was really good, actually. I will say that, and I liked a lot of moments within the series, and I enjoyed most of it, honestly. It's just the season finale is what really got me, and it just bothered me because of what happened, basically. And we can always just sum this all down to, we can sum everything that we watched all down to horrible pacing. If anything that's wrong with the show, it's horrible pacing. Honestly, like if you were to put this show into a 26 episode series, then stretch out the scenes and episodes more, would have more in-depth character development for all the characters, would have more of a story, not so clunked up together, and it would have been a more complete series as opposed to having a 12 episode condensed series. And the thing is, they made it like this because they didn't know they're going to make a season 2 and all that stuff. And then they kind of thought about it and they wanted to make a season 2 because it all depends on the ratings. And there's so forth and so forth. There's a bunch of things that's wrong that, that kind of ended up making it to where the season finale was like this. And, I'm just not, I don't hate the show. I actually really like the show. It's really good. It's just the season finale, way it ended and where it left off was just like, what the heck is this? This is horrible. This is horrible writing, and not just it was bad placement and just the timing, the pacing of the series. That season finale was just too fast. It was just too fast. You're supposed to feel certain things and certain stuff that happens within the show, but you don't feel it like that. Episode 9, we saw Lin Bei Fong lose her bending, and she used that big sacrifice to get Tenzin out of there. One, her freaking that sacrifice was meaningless for the fact that she does get her bending back, and two, also really meaningless for the fact that Tenzin and his family still got caught by Amon, which didn't make any sense. So it made that scene not so powerful as it was, as it should be. It just that was this little irking, the little thing that's irking me within this series, because like I said, the pacing, because it wasn't episode 9, episode 10 happened, and you saw iroh, and then it's just, I don't know, it was just too fast. Is the whole point. Everything that was basically that could be summed up in this it's just too fast. If it was just a longer series, it would have been better. Or if they pre-planned to actually have more episodes than just 12 episodes than just having one season, then this would have been better. But the whole point is, sum it all down to just bad pacing with the show. A lot of great moments within the series as well, though. I would say Amon just being beast until the end. Though towards the end he just became a much softer, somewhat downgraded character, but he's not a bad character, honestly. That scene, him getting blown up on the boat with his brother, was just like, especially for a kids show, it was really interesting that they even had something like that. It's a kids show and they showing death like that, and I don't know. It was pretty interesting. That's all I have to say. So I did not dislike that. What I really disliked was mainly the ending. Like I said, the rest of the stuff was just really good, actually. In episodes where you see Korra, she's pumping up and she's getting good and everything like that. It just, the intervals of time wasn't there. Oh, I lost my bending. A few minutes later, I got my bending. And the thing is, what's really dumb about this, she lost her bending and then she ends up getting air bending, which is not a bad thing, I guess. But I felt she should have been more spiritual. It just didn't make any sense how she was able to connect with the avatars just like that after she lost her bending and all that other stuff. It just didn't feel right, and it just wasn't. I don't know. This is my opinion. Maybe some other people liked it, because I've seen other people did like the season finale, and like I said, this is what you like. If that's what you like, then okay. But it's just my opinion. It just wasn't fulfilling enough, because just the pacing was what was wrong with it. But her using the air bending, and then the thing is, she's sad about she lost her bending, but she has at least one bending, air bending, and she's still crying over it, and that was just, I don't know, that was like, come on. You look at do you see Tenzin crying? Because you're supposed to be the avatar, yes, but still, at least you have something. You're not just a normal person. Then you should be crying. But she was sad, and then all of a sudden that made Aang come, and Aang actually gave her bending back. Now, what I want to know is how is that exactly? How was he able to actually physically touch her, and he wasn't in like this, she wasn't like in the spirit world or anything of that kind of sort. You know, it's a little weird how he was able to give the bending back. And if you look at it, like Iroh, not Iroh, but Roku never gave any specialty stuff to Aang or anything like that. I mean, he just gave him words of wisdom half the time. You know, there's one time he possessed his body, but then and he ends up seeing Iroh, I mean not Iroh, but Roku, and he's up getting them out of there because there's a scene in Avatar: Last Airbender where they had to get out of the Fire Nation because they needed to meet Roku basically. And you know, you should know what I'm talking about. Actually, I don't have to explain everything if you've seen the series. That was like the instance where his body got controlled and whatnot, and he had to go to Avatar state to do that. Though is the whole point. She never went to Avatar state until this episode here, and it's just, I don't know. It just never really. It just, things went too fast. Is that's what I'm saying. Things just went too fast. There's no time for her to just develop right. It just, everything was boom boom pow, and then the freaking kiss scene with Mako. Mako, I hate Mako. I kept thinking about it. He's just a jerk. Like, I just keep thinking about it and just, like, how can you do that to Asami after all the stuff she's done for you, you know? And then she's like, oh nah, you did all that, for me, but nah, I want some dark chicks, I want some dark chick ladies, I don't know. I just didn't like his personality in this, and it was just kind of wrong, They never really addressed everything on it, but again, maybe they could have addressed it if it was a longer series. That could have been. The problem was because the pacing in the series, they had to get certain aspects out there. Amon's backstory, actually, I liked it. I never really disliked it. It's actually a pretty good backstory for the most part. It's just, I wish they built upon more of it and showed more instances. Though there was an instance where they actually showed this, which is, well, not actually showed, but actually kind of hint, I guess you can say. Because remember the scene where Korra ends up meeting with Tarlok, and Korra is like, "You're just like Amon." Remember that? So maybe that was a hint that was, later for Amon and Tarlok to actually, be related. I'm just saying that could have been one of the hints. Is the whole point, because it's acting similar and everything. So I'm just saying that's like one of the things. But like I said, it's just, I wish Legend of Korra just wasn't so fast paced. And then what's gonna happen for season 2? Since season 2 is gonna happen, what is gonna happen for season 2? The only thing I'm thinking of, this is my prediction. This is my thoughts. What do you guys think is gonna happen for season 2? Actually, I'm kind of curious, but what I think is going to happen for Season 2 is that there's going to be a time skip. Basically for Korra to be more of a fully realized avatar. Because she's not a fully realized avatar. But, she's now a very, very powerful avatar. Having the ability to take and put and give Bendy back. And, it made kind of all the stuff that Amon did kind of pointless. And not to mention, if you really think about it, Amon's idea to stop all bending was kind of ridiculous. Because if you really think about it, if all the nations just band together, they could whoop his butt in an instant. All he has is the Republic City people, the citizens. I mean, I don't see how they could actually win that. But yeah, it's just for season 2, I see that there's gonna be a time skip. I believe, anyways. I'm kind of hoping for that actually, because it would make sense for another villain to come then if it's a time skip. It can bring up a new story. It's a 14 episode series, 14 episode for season 2, if I believe. And so it should be a little just, I'm hoping they don't condense it like they did with this one. I don't mind some episodes being like this because they're like episodic, but they have a developing story going onwards. So, but I would like it to be a little bit slower. That's all I really want. If it can be a little bit slower and develop the characters even more, so we can get more of a connection to them. So when something does happen to them, we can then feel sad about it. Honestly, I didn't really feel sad for Olimbe falling. I was like, dang, But at the same time, I'm like, because I don't really know her that much, You don't know any of the characters that much. Korra is probably the only we can somewhat relate to, only for the fact that she is the main character and there is some development for her, But she's gonna there's got to be a time skip. There's got to be a time skip where she's older and more realized, and we'll see it happen with Mako and her, and then we'll see with Asami, because Asami's probably just gonna run the future industries, I'm pretty sure, because Hiroshi Sato's gonna go to jail with all this, and so she's gonna have to run it, and so she's gonna be doing good. So I don't know how the relationship with those two are gonna be going with Mako and Asami. So this is gonna be really interesting to see. Bolin, hopefully he goes into the metal bending, the police metal bending thing, so he gets metal bending, and so he can be somewhat special too. And yeah, so it's like, so these are all my thoughts on this. I'm pretty sure it should be a time skip, and. You should also think. I also want to talk about a little bit of this too. you know, about the taking away bending, because apparently water benders, if you're a blood bender and if you use your mind, if you're that powerful of a blood bender, you can actually take bending away, which is crazy. It's not the same kind of taking away the bending of how Aang does it. That's why it's able to get restored properly. If Aang were to take your bending away, there is no restoring it. I don't think anyway, because I've never seen that. Because the way Aang does it, he puts 2 fingers on your chest and on your head. Amon just does it on your head. So it's only blocking the flow of your chakra, making you believe that you can't bend. Is at least what I'm thinking. And so all you have to do is unlock that, chakra point, and they'll bring your bending back. Is what's going on. I think that's what's going on, anyways. Hope they address some of this stuff. Like I said, this is something that needs to be addressed, But yeah, so I'm just looking forward to seeing the next season. Like I said, this is not no bashing or anything of the sort. The season was good. It's just the whole point of the season is just too fast. It can sum all the stuff that's wrong with it because it was too fast. But there's a lot of good scenes, a lot of good moments. I will remember this series, and I'm hoping to see some more, and it's gonna be pretty good. So I'm hoping to just do well in the next season. Slow down the pacing, people. Please slow down the pacing, because you don't want to rush your series, because that's what happens when you do that. This is what happens when you do this. There's conflicting emotions with other people, and they combat and they say you stupid or you're stupid, and we don't need no negativity going on here. If you enjoyed it, enjoy it. If you disliked it, you disliked it. Otherwise, just leave it at that. No hate, people. Okay. So I just wanted to address that a little bit. So yeah, what are your guys' thoughts? What do you think is gonna happen for season 2? Since Amon's supposedly taken out, what do you think is gonna happen for season 2? What are your thoughts on the finals for everything on this whole entire season? Like, what did you enjoyed about the season? Give me your favorite moment. What do you disliked about the series? Like, give me your thoughts. Leave it all down below. Like if you like this video. Subscribe to my channel for some more. So yeah, it's been the Thabreakmasta, and until then, break out.